Scientists at Aarhus University Department of Environmental Science uncovered a plot twist. Your shampoo might be their doom. Tonight on Aquatic Intel, when your shampoo goes full villain mode, from hair care to habitat havoc, we're diving into the suds that stick. In the freshwater realms of Denmark, where Daphnia, aka water fleas, paddle like pixelated sprites in a Zelda pond, scientists at Aarhus University Department of Environmental Science uncovered a plot twist. Your shampoo might be their doom. Led by senior researcher Hans Sanderson, the team conducted the first global study on how polyquaterniums, positively charged polymers found in shampoos, conditioners, and even contact lens solutions, physically impair Daphnia. These molecules don't invade cells like classic toxins. Instead, they cling to these crustaceans' exoskeletons like that clingy, weird two-tailed sidekick from Sonic the Hedgehog, jamming their movement and feeding. 2 species were tested, Daphnia magna and Daphnia dubia. The more highly charged the polymer, the more toxic it became.
Wait, what?
With thresholds as low as 0.05 milligrams per liter for the worst offenders. That's like getting KO'd by a pixelated puff of hairspray. Even products with the Nordic Swan Eco label weren't safe. The study published in Aquatic Toxicology revealed that these polymers are used in 25,000 plus products worldwide, and even wastewater treatment plants rely on them, ironically, to clean water. It's a classic case of unintended consequences, like equipping a power-up in Call of Duty that accidentally nerfs your entire squad. You say friendly fire? The industry-funded study via Cefic and Procter & Gamble was independently conducted, and now EU regulators are eyeing new rules. So next time you lather up, remember, your shampoo might be playing Final Fantasy Daphnia Crisis. Stay tuned! Up next, killer whales are handing out fish like it's a side quest in Mass Effect Ocean Edition. Coming up, when killer whales go full Animal Crossing, are they gifting fish to humans out of kindness, curiosity, or cosmic multiplayer mode? Let's decode the deep. Across 4 continents and 2 decades, wild orcas have been caught doing something that feels straight out of a Pokemon Snap side mission. Offering prey to humans. From fish and rays to jellyfish and seal pups, these apex predators are dropping loot IRL. This study, published in the Journal of Comparative Psychology by Jared Towers at Bay Cytology Canada, Ingrid Visser of Orca Research Trust New Zealand, and Vanessa Prigolini of the Marine Education Association of Mexico, documented 34 verified cases. In each, the orca approached humans on boats, in water, or on shore and released prey, often waiting for a response. In 7 cases, they tried again after being ignored. That's persistence worthy of a Dark Souls NPC. Researchers believe this behavior could be generalized altruism, cultural play, or even an attempt at a cross-species bonding event. Orcas already share food within pods to build relationships, so maybe they're extending that social gesture to us. One standout juvenile named Funky Monkey in New Zealand repeatedly offered a stingray to a diver, balancing on his head like a trophy in Donkey Kong Country. Another orca in Norway gifted jellyfish to a swimmer, and in Canada, siblings Akela and Quiver dropped seabirds in front of research towers, then lingered like they were waiting for a thumbs-up emoji. These orcas weren't just being quirky, they're generalist hunters with surplus prey and high cognitive abilities. The study suggests they may be testing the waters of interspecies interaction, much like dolphins, elephants, and apes. So next time you're out at sea and an orca floats you a fish, don't panic. You might just be part of the beta test for Orca Friendship Protocol, coming soon to a reef near you. Welcome in, I'm Tommy Steamford.
And I'm Jesse Colwright, and tonight we examine how fish keepers are adapting without electricity, relying solely on coal-fired boilers and steam engines. That's interesting. Is this some apocalyptic scene, or are we going back to the future with this one? Stick around and let's find out. It's going to be a good one.
Coal shortages at Port New Babbage have stalled shipments of Amazon sword plants, essential for oxygen levels in community tanks. Last month, only 60% of expected cargo arrived, delaying several public aquarium exhibits.
Many local hobbyists report tank imbalances. Low plant density is correlating with a 12% spike in algae blooms. At the Steam Scales Guildhall, members voted to petition the Admiralty for prioritized coal allocations to greenhouse operators.
And with electricity off the table, steam-driven tools have taken center stage. First up, the coal-fired Aerator 3000.
Its integrated furnace burns refined anthracite, driving pistons that inject automation-calibrated air bursts into the water. A single batch of coal, about 2 pounds, provides continuous aeration for a standard 50-gallon tank for 48 hours.
Next, the brass filter carousel. Coming fully equipped with 6 rotating mesh cylinders that capture debris, powered by a small water wheel or belt-driven shaft. It requires cleaning only once per week, cutting maintenance time by half compared to manual gravel raking.
For water quality monitoring, hobbyists prefer the steam-powered hydrometer gauge. Mercury columns react to pressure variations, giving pH and hardness readings to within a 0.1 unit. The audible hiss at each calibration cycle also alerts fish keepers of pressure drops. That's interesting.
And finally, lighting. The kerosene lamp Holodome.
A cluster of wick-fueled lamps beneath stained glass panels provides a spectrum tailored for plant photosynthesis. A rotating prism insert stimulates dawn and dusk in a 2-hour cycle.
At this month's Steam Scales Guild session, members debated standardizing aerator-grade coal to ensure consistent oxygen output.
Inconsistent coal quality leads to pressure fluctuations. Our proposal sets a minimum calorific value of 13,000 BTU per pound.
Oh, and the Guild also approved guidelines for emergency pressure release installations, aiming to reduce boiler-related incidents by 30% this year. Ouch! My pinky still hurts, by the by.
Across the hobby, retro analog tanks inspired by early autonomous computing labs are on the rise. Clear tubing networks mimic vacuum tube circuitry, housing small invertebrate communities.
Local maker Ada Finch adapted her Aerator 3000's pistons rhythm to pulse in 1-second intervals, echoing classic arcade heartbeat sounds. She reports her Garami responds with more active schooling behavior. I find that amazing.
That's our boiler bubble brief.
Next week on the Aquatic News Network, under pressure coral farming, we explore steam-driven mist chambers for delicate coral propagation.
Stay safe, keep your boilers in check, and enjoy your bubbled world.
Oh. Dim glow. Kind of messes with my eyes.
Welcome into the Aquatic News Network, where we bring the stories of the water to life. Today, there is an invasion going on in the inland lakes of Michigan, a green invader that's been around since the talks of Roswell. And no, we're not talking about aliens. Eurasian water milfoil, or Myriophyllum spicatum for those who prefer the Latin, is the invasive plant you didn't know was auditioning for lead villain in the inland aquatic horror you're living. First introduced in the 1940s through ballast water and careless aquarium dumps, it now chokes lakes with dense mats of green doom. That's right, it spreads like cheat codes in a LAN party. Snip one tendril and you've just helped it multiply. Fragmentation means even a splinter can start a whole new colony. Classic divide and conquer tactics. Gotta admire its strategy. Grudgingly. Local swimmers describe mid-stroke encounters with what feels like an underwater arm of a thrift store zombie puppet. Boats stall, fishing lines tangle, and homeowners, they're skipping bingo night for emergency milfoil watch patrols. It's like The Thing meets Duck Hunt with real ducks dodging chlorophyll ambushes. These folks are trimming more weeds diving than they do in their garden. Let's hit the lab button. The milfoil's secret weapon is allelopathy. It releases chemicals to sabotage native plants. It also smothers the surface, blocking sunlight and starving underwater ecosystems of oxygen. That means fish get sluggish, oxygen drops, turtles file complaints. It also alters sediment, turning lake beds into debris sponges. Imagine Tetris blocks piling up, no lines cleared, just muck and mystery. But Michigan's not going down without a paddle. Here's the loadout. Procellacor herbicide, a precise strike, minimal collateral damage. And diver scissor squads, labor intensive but effective. Grass cart beta tests. Mother Nature's lawnmower with an appetite and no off switch. So what's next? Hopefully not a sequel, Milfoil 2, The Mat Strikes Back. But whether we're treating trimming or just talking tactics, one thing's clear. These lakes aren't giving up their summer sparkle without a fight. For the Aquatic News Network, I'm Tommy, signing off and dodging weeds with the precision of a 1983 joystick wizard. Stay splashy, stay savvy, and remember, not all aquatic horror involves sharks. Sometimes it's the weeds that win.